100 points, 95 goals scored and the league title on top. Leeds United are champions and now back in the Premier League. And based on history, they deserve it. 3-time English champions, 1-time FA Cup and League Cup winners, Leeds United have been part of the top division in English football for 51 seasons. Who got this squad back to where it belongs though? 7 players had over 10 goal contributions, starting from right back Bogle with 10, midfielder Aronson with 11, left back Firpo with 14, winger Gnonto with 15, Daniel James with 21, Solomon with 23, and at striker, Hiro with 26. At the back, players like Meslier in goal and defenders Ampadu, Struijk, and Rodon have only conceded 30 goals in 46 games. This squad, now powered with Premier League money, could make big transfer decisions in the summer to finally re-establish themselves as a mainstay in the top division. Could Leeds United fans dream of being English champions again, or maybe even dream of their first European trophy? Let's find out how it all could happen today. So how about we start this with something very important, and that is the contract's running out. Junior Firpo, contract running out, already linked to Real Betis for his return into the club and many other teams as well. Then Gilavogi already confirmed that he won't be at Leeds United next year. Solomon has been one of the best performers, but he is only on loan from Tottenham. They are looking to sell him, but multiple other Premier League clubs are apparently interested. And I'm automatically thinking Brentford, because Brentford is letting go of Mbeumo to possibly join Manchester United. It could be a deal for them, so I'm not going to be able to keep him around. Biram, 1 month left on his contract. I don't see an extension on Transfermarkt, so he is gone as well. And then we have Rothwell, who is obviously only loaned in. So that is the situation for the players at the end of this current season. And for the new season in the Premier League, we have been given 66 million to start with. Now, according to reports, Bamford is on the transfer list for the likes of Leeds United. The same goes for Gellard and also Greenwood, and on top of it, Gyabi. Bamford, by the way, has specifically been linked to Wrexham, which could be interesting. At Leeds United in the past season, he didn't really play a big role. I believe he didn't even get any goal contributions, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's not good enough. He needs to be moved on. His time at Leeds United is over, despite that one absolute insane goal that he scored at one point. Please tell me you've seen it. If you haven't, search it up on YouTube. It is worth your time. Now let's talk about players returning from injury or from their loan deals. We have Verba, who was injured for quite some time, is now back in the squad. Could be an interesting one. Could be a backup only. We'll see what happens there. As we go down, Christensen, Rasmus Christensen, who has actually been incredible for Eintracht Frankfurt, could be back as well. I'm going to double check if Eintracht Frankfurt do have a buy option. If they do, I will have to sell him on. But that was amazing from him. This season in the Bundesliga, he actually has surprised me. I was never a big fan of Christensen, but because I follow Frankfurt quite a bit, I know for a fact that he's been decent. Apart from that, we also have the return of Jack Harrison, who, if I'm not mistaken, was at Everton, so could be quite interesting. Let's see if he actually gets playtime in this team. And then moving down even further, I think we're pretty much done. I'm not sure if Joseph was loaned out or not, but quite a talented player. 70 rated at the age of 21, so probably will loan him out to get the best out of him. Sad news, lads. It seems like they do have a buy option. So Christensen, in my opinion, probably will stick around at Eintracht Frankfurt, who do have Champions League football next season. Just recently, I recorded a video for Hamburg SV, who have been incredible. And this man, Davy Selke, has helped them come back into Bundesliga football after all these years. He is someone who has gotten 22 goals in 31 Bundesliga matches. I've put Gellard into the deal, plus 2 million on top. He's currently, his contract is running out. So there is a possibility of Leeds United picking him up for free. And that could be a great player to sign because he's quite similar to Pirlo in certain ways, I guess you could say. He's obviously more experienced, but if we put these guys up against each other, Zelke is 1 rating below him, which is totally fine, but he does have more pace despite being older. He is worse in shooting, passing, dribbling, but he's better at the physicality side of the game. And Leeds United, when they do go ahead and move into the Premier League, it could be an option to have someone like Zelke come in and be that 6'5" tall target man striker who's able to hold the ball off from the opponents and get the team to move forward, give them time. And time could be very important for Leeds United in the next season, keeping the ball in the other half. And he is someone who has the power header and the aerial playstyle as well, so confirming once again that he could be a very solid player. But actually, I have not even looked into the starting 11. Let me tell you, I actually think this is quite decent, but I am worried about Leeds United. This transfer window that is coming up is such an important one. They need to make the right decisions. I would say if they can get 3 or 4 transfers, the right ones, this team can stay up, and I really do hope so, because I really like Leeds United. And now someone is walking into the club again that many Leeds United fans will have mixed feelings about, to be honest. Calvin Phillips is now returning to Leeds United after a massive failure of a transfer to Manchester City. Now we're getting him for basically 10% of the fee that Man City paid. That's insane. And Calvin Phillips coming in with that 75 rating at the age of 29. He takes over the CDM position. And I gotta tell you, man, back at Leeds United, when he did play there, I thought he was class. Everyone thought he was class. Even the scouts at Manchester City did. But things really didn't work out. Ever since that move, his career has been dwindling down. But just recently, he has been caught with a bunch of Leeds United players at a concert. So he has the contacts to those players, and I think it's just right. Get him back into this team. Give him a second chance. Calvin Phillips is back to play for us for at least 1 or 2 seasons until he might not be good enough. But then again, who knows? Maybe he goes up in his rating and everything is fine. 18 goals, 14 assists. Igor Paixão for Feyenoord in the past year of football has been incredible. And I have had the pleasure of watching this guy in his first season for Feyenoord. And I can tell you, man, he's a special player. He could be the one that Leeds United sign and sell on for tons of money. Obviously, Leeds United, if I'm not mistaken, already had bought a player from Feyenoord in the past, which was Sinisterra, and that didn't really work out perfectly fine, right? And this could be their next try. Igor Paixão comes in with an 80 rating. Now, nothing against Daniel James, but we have seen him play in the Premier League multiple times in the past, and I do feel like Paixão could be that one that really elevates this team to the next level. And yes, I probably will have to play a more attacking formation, take this team from a 4-2-3-1 over to something like a, what is it? Where is it? Come on, 4-3-1-2? No, where the hell is that formation that I'm looking for? 4-2-1-3. That's the one. Okay, so this is the one where we're going to have 2 deep-sitting CDMs, basically, and then allow players like Paixão to do a bit of chaos, to cause a bit of chaos in the attack. 25 years old, 87 pace, 78 shooting, 75 passing, 81 dribbling, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, whip pass, technical flair, and he can take free kicks as well. And yes, he has been linked to Leeds United in this summer transfer window for like 18 to 20 million pounds apparently, and I think that's a great fee for a player of this level. 80 rated, that is Premier League baller right there. So hopefully it will work out. When it comes to the goalkeeper position, I've seen plenty of rumors surrounding Leeds United, going from Sam Johnston over to Kelleher, who just signed for Brentford. This seemed like the one that could make the most sense to me, at least. Aaron Ramsdale, who at a certain point at Arsenal was quite good actually, and has proven in his career that he can play on this level, has obviously gone down with Southampton. So I was thinking, let's make use of this, because Meslier has been linked away. Just yesterday, I've seen rumors about him being linked to a different club. So I'm thinking Ramsdale comes in, gives us a +7 boost in the goalkeeping position, which is so important when you want to stay up. And it's not the final signing. The final signing for me will be a left back. Schmidt has returned from loan, if I'm not mistaken. He was in Switzerland, but 71 is not good enough. So Ramsdale comes in with the 79, 27 years old. He has the cross claimer, the deflector and everything. People like to meme about him, but in there, he's actually a decent goalkeeper. So I think he wants to stay in Premier League football, and Leeds United could be a very good chance for him. We have now sold Greenwood for 3 million, Christensen for 13.7, Gyabi for 2.5, Bamford for 1.4, and Darlow for 720k. That has now boosted our budget back up above 30 million. And with that money, I am buying Cabal, the left back of Juventus. Now, hold up. You might be thinking, what the hell? You're buying a Juventus player as Leeds United? Yes, I am, because Cabal has picked up an ACL injury. So there's that risk that he's never going to be able to go to that level that Juventus needs. And most importantly, Cambiasso has been playing for Juventus in that left-back position. And I highly doubt that Cabal will get playtime next season. So for me, looking at those facts, I thought this was going to be a great opportunity for us to swoop in and get the 24-year-old, 77-rated left-back. Might not have the most pace, but has good defending on him. 6'1" with the aerial playstyle in the Premier League. I do want to have a bit of a physical defense to be able to help Leeds United not concede as much. And this is my final transfer for this upcoming season. Hopefully, we have strengthened this team enough to survive. And it's all going to depend on how well we do defensively. So for that, Ramsdale, Cabal, they are in alongside Calvin Phillips. I hope that's enough. First season in, Leeds United have just about survived by 3 points. 16th this season, minus 28 in the goal difference. But hey, we've survived, and that's all that matters, because too many times, teams that come up go straight back down again. And the team is looking solid. Paschal up, Pirot as well, Gnonto 78. When I changed him to a right wing, he went up by +1 already. Aronson up to a 77, even though I have to admit, I don't think Aronson is good enough for Premier League football. I'll just be real. Many of these players won't be good enough, and we will have to make replacements moving forward. But Tanaka, solid player, up to a 79. Phillips has gone up a little bit. We'll take that. Cabal is closing in on the 80, which I love to see. Bogle up to a 78. Amazing performance this season. I'm expecting he will get a rating upgrade and potential upgrade as well. And then we have Rodon and Struijk in defense, supporting the likes of Ramsdale, who's now back up above the 80. A rating that he did have in the past, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, seems like Ampadu actually has taken over. He's 78 rated, while Rodon is 77. So he is in the starting 11 now. Congratulations. Question is, how many goals? Pirot, 25 goal contributions. Paschal comes in with 25 as well. Great first season for a left winger. Gnonto 9 and 4. We'll take that. It's a Premier League season, so I'm very impressed. He's only 22. Hopefully, we can keep a hold of him for a very long time. I know Gnonto and Leeds United have had issues in the past, but now that they're back in Premier League football, maybe he's just going to use it to prove himself again. But Aronson, 4 and 3 from the cam position despite 41 games. Schmidt has seemingly played a bunch of games as well. Tanaka from CDM has 9 goal contributions, more than our center attacking mid. Yeah, I'm going to change him in the next season. Now, despite wanting to bring in a new attacking midfielder, Joe Gomez just yesterday has been linked to Leeds United. So I'm thinking, let's bring him in. This man has not been getting enough playtime at Liverpool, and I don't think he will moving forward anyways, unless he's going to be a bench player and he's happy with that. But Joe Gomez now comes into this Leeds United squad, and yes, we did have some decent performances from certain players in these positions, but upgrading never hurt anybody. And what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to turn Ampadu back into a CDM, a position that he used to play in, and then he's going to take over from Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips is just happy that he's back at Leeds United. He's only gone up by +1. He's 30 years old, but Ampadu is only 25, and I can see him do quite well right next to Tanaka. So for me, it's easy. Joe Gomez, at the age of 29, Premier League experience, comes into this team, has learned from Van Dijk, 82 pace, 81 defending, 79 physicality, 6'2" tall, with the long throw play style, and yeah, it just makes sense, because last season, if you looked into our stats, we conceded way too many goals, so I had to focus on defense first, rather than going up top. Ran into a bit of an issue this season. Many players have requested a transfer away, and Rodon is part of it. 11.7 million over to Spurs. Daniel James wanted to get away, 10.5. Jack Harrison also forced his way out, along with Gruev. Melier, I actually decided to sell myself, but selling these players has taken our budget back up above 48 million. which is amazing. A squad in the Netherlands has gotten 62 goals, 49 assists. And in the past year, their attacking midfielder has gotten 30 goals and 7 assists from that huge number. And that man is Sam Steijn. This is a signing that is going to take Leeds United to the next level. Our new number 7 to play in that number 10 role, to be fair, for 32 million. He is now joining into this team. This man has 37 goal contributions in the past year of football for Twente, who have finished 6th in the league. I mean, come on. That's insane. I'm amazed at the fact that no one is even talking about him. 24 years old. 70 pace, 83 shooting, 79 passing, 79 dribbling, 79 physicality despite being 5'8", and finesse shot, chip shot, and a relentless play style on him. This could be a major coup for Leeds United. Sam Steijn at the cam position. This is perfect. Leeds United have improved this season. 15th, but only a goal difference negative of -9. Last season, I believe it was -28. So that shows that improving the defense has definitely helped us. And look, we're getting slow and steady progress. But look at the team. Pirou is up to an 82. Gnonto 80 rated. Sam Steijn, who I actually just found out has gone ahead and signed for Feyenoord, is coming in at that 84 rating. Feyenoord player in Paixão right there. So 2 Feyenoord players, I guess, now part of this team. Ampadu up to an 82. As soon as I changed him to a centre-back, he went to CDM. He went up by +1. And now he's an 82 rated CDM at the age of 26. Like, that's solid. And obviously, Ampadu has played that position many times before. So I'm very happy with that. Tanaka, 81 rated. Bogle up to an 80. Joe Gomez, 83 now. 30 years old, but that's okay. Struijk up to an 80. Cabal 81 and Ramsdale 82. Now, in this upcoming transfer window, I think this next transfer window is going to be the one that propels us from bottom half of the league table to the top half of the table. So hopefully that works out. But lads, 21-3 from Paixão, top scorer for us. Pirou, 50 games, and he has 16-8 right there, coming in with 24 goal contributions. Steijn with 24 as well. Gnonto 12-3, but that's it. Front 4 are the ones attacking, and the rest of the team is seemingly defending. Going from the 11th in the Bundesliga to join a side trying to push into the top 10 in the Premier League. Kuljarakis from Wolfsburg is now joining us. A very, very talented centre-back. Now joining into this team is an important one to get in. 32 million I spent on him. Our budget is about 56 million this season. And yes, I did pay quite a decent chunk of money right there. Now, that means we have the likes of... Oh, sorry, that's not what was supposed to happen. So Gnonto stays. De Bayo goes in there, and then we're going to replace him with Kuljarakis, who comes in with a rating of 81. 23 years old, left-footed, left centre-back position, 6'1" tall, 79 pace, 81 defending, 76 physicality, jockey, slide tackle, aerial. A lot of very good things to say about this player right here. And as you can tell, I'm focusing on the defensive side of the game because offensively, we're looking solid for now. I just want to make sure that we stop conceding so many goals. And if these players can continue growing, that's going to be great. But this season, I don't think I can make any other transfer that will truly make a big impact into this team unless I put some player into the deal and put money on top of it. Something mental happened last season without me noticing. Look at it. Emirates FA Cup progress winner. We've apparently won the freaking FA Cup last season. And because of it, I've just now noticed as I was going through the calendar, we have Europa League games. That is quite impressive, lads. We're playing in Europe with Leeds United. And so Leeds United finish in the 9th position. Positive goal difference, 55 points. We're in the top half of the league table. Progress has been made. And in the Europa League, let me show you what happened. So as we go in the league phase, we were first. In the round of 16, beat PAOK. Quarterfinals, got beat by Juventus. Okay, that makes sense. Juventus is a tough team to face right there. And Juventus has actually won the Europa League. So we lost to the winners. That's okay. But the fact that we had won the FA Cup, I can't believe I missed that. But that's amazing, man. I need to pay more attention to it. But Paschal, 86. Pirot up to an 84. Gnonto, 84. Sam Steijn up to an 86. Ampadu is going up nicely. Tanaka is trying to keep up. He's growing slowly. And what the hell happened to Bogle? Oh my god, someone bought Bogle. I need to bring him back. I have to. Gomez, 85. Kouliarakis, 84. Cabal, 84. Ramsdale, 84. You know what? If Bogle has joined like a major team, I guess it's okay. Let's see. Transfer history, how's it looking? Oh, Aston Villa. Now, I'm getting him back. Don't worry. By the way, whenever this happens to you at home playing career mode and a player's release clause is being triggered without you noticing, do you actually get them back or do you still leave them at the club? I personally like to get them back because I'm building up a story right here and all of a sudden he's being ripped apart. Real quick though, 29-8. Dude, Paschal has been dominating. He's outscoring my striker for multiple seasons now. I might look into bringing a new striker, but then again, an 84 rated striker for the 9th place team in the Premier League, I think that's okay. We shouldn't really aim higher yet. Sam Steijn, 19 and 17. Gnonto, 12 and 7. I'm pretty happy with this. Davy Zelke has now retired, so that means I need a backup striker. Kostoulas is the one I have chosen because we already have Kouliarakis, so let's bring in another Greek player. Charalampos Kostoulas now joining us for 41 million, which is a lot of money. Basically, nearly my entire budget comes in at a 79 rating to take over his spot on the bench. Only 21 years old at this point and only 5 ratings behind Pirot. So at some point, I am very much open to putting this guy into the starting 11 if he keeps growing. So 94 pace, 76 shooting, 6'1" tall. Could he be the future of Leeds United? Very possible. But hey, Bogle is back. He's on an 84 at this stage. But yeah, lads, I'm going to keep the team as it is and keep growing it. But I am very much open to the fact that Kostoulas could take over at some point. But we'll see. Look at Leeds United now. We are in the 3rd position. 71 points. Champions League football is coming in. And this is where things get to be fun. Well, first of all, Paschal 88, Gnonto 87, Steijn 88, Pirot only a +1, I believe, this season. We have Tanaka looking solid at the age of 30. Ampadu 86. Now, I do really like this team, but certain players like Gomez, Tanaka as well, we need to be sorting them out as we move into the future. I don't know if we can get to the Champions League trophy before these guys start going down in their ratings, so we need to bring in backups to really take us to that next level. Kostoulas at least has gone up to an 82, so 3 more ratings to catch up to Pirot. That is totally fine with me. And as we go into the squad hub, you'll realize that this team has 40 goal contributions from Paschal, 27 from Steijn, Pirot only 13 and 8. I gotta admit, I'm a bit disappointed with those numbers from a man. Our left wing is constantly outperforming him. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm gonna keep him for 1 more season and then have Kostoulas take over. As a Champions League club, we now have 133 million to play with. And finally, the lost son has returned. Archie Gray is coming back into the Leeds United lineup. This just had to happen, lads. I'm very happy to welcome him back, as Calvin Phillips, by the way, has retired for us. We have put Tanaka plus 5 million into this deal. He comes in at an 84 rating, only 23 years old. Tanaka, thank you for everything that you've done, and especially for making this transfer happen for basically no money. So I'm very happy with this. 7 years younger than Tanaka at this stage, and CDM position now is covered by 2 players who can play at least 4 more seasons. Ampadu up to 32. Joe Gomez now is actually 32, so I'm going to need to bring in someone that can cover him if he was to ever start going down in his ratings. That's the only thing I'm really looking at. Apart from that, I actually love this team. And so this deal had to happen. This is Sporting centre-back Diomande now coming into our team at £68 million, which is a ton of money to put in, obviously. But lads, it's a good one. He comes in at the rating of 86. So instantly, he'll be competing with Kouliarakis and specifically Joe Gomez for a position in this team. Now, Kouliarakis is left-footed, Joe Gomez and Diomande are both right-footed. So here comes that battle. Struijk and Wöber have been great backups for now. I probably should bring in another winger as a backup into this team. I do still have plenty of money, but Diomande, man, 25 years old at this stage. Pace, defending, physicality, height, play styles. He's got it all. Leeds United have managed to shock me. First position in the Premier League. Finally, the title belongs to Leeds United again with only a 2-point gap over Manchester City. Arsenal was leading the league by like 8 points halfway through the season, so it's impressive to see that. Carabao Cup belongs to Liverpool. FA Cup belongs to Liverpool. What doesn't belong to Liverpool, I'll show you in just a second. Well, in the league phase, Leeds United in the second place, behind Manchester City, Liverpool in third. Liverpool seem to be very strong right now. Round of 16, Liverpool beats Galatasaray. We beat Sporting, who we just bought Diomande off, so maybe we weakened them a little bit through that. Quarterfinals, Liverpool beats Barcelona. We beat Bayern Munich. Semi-finals, we beat Liverpool. And now we're up against PSG, my friends. Leeds United up against a squad that has just won the Champions League in real life. And that is going to be a battle. I thought I had to go for at least one more season, but I was wrong, because take a look at this. Paixão 90, Postulas 88 has overtaken Pirro, who's on an 86 at the age of 30. Gnonto is on the 90, Steijn 90, Archie Gray up to the 87, Ampadu 89, Cabal 89, Kouliarakis 88, Gomez 87, Diomande on the 88. He takes over. Bogle up to an 88, now 29 years old, and Ramsdale has actually made it to a Champions League final. Most people probably thought he's going to cause us to go down, but it hasn't happened. Sam Steijn, top scorer this season. Pirro has actually played every single game, it seems. 27-5, Paixão 22-11, Gnonto 8-4. We have put together a very strong team, even though I've forgotten to buy a bunch of backups for certain positions, or I didn't even have the money. I tried to bring in a winger. The ones I wanted were all over like 40 million, and I couldn't afford that. But this squad now is about to take on this team right here. How good is PSG? Let's see. They have Osimhen, Phil Foden, okay. Asensio down the wing, no. Rodrigo is going to play. Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, Bergwall, they have their own Spurs midfield talent there. David Raum at left back, no Nuno Mensch. Morales, Konate, Hakimi, Donnarumma. Very, very interesting to see that they have bought Osimhen and Konate, two players I purchased into the PSG rebuild that I just had uploaded. Live from Estadio SL Benfica, my friends. This is a big game for us. Now, obviously, the football season, the real one in real life, is done. Everyone is pretty much done, but the transfer window is just getting started. And on top of it, the Club World Cup is happening. Are you guys going to be watching it? Let me know in the comments down below. And what transfer are you most excited about in this summer? I mean, for me, obviously, it is Florian Wirtz. It's going to be incredible whenever he does end up joining Liverpool, but that was a transfer I could have never really dreamed of. I still can't believe it. I probably will only start believing it when he actually puts on the shirt. But yeah, I'm mad excited about that one. Postulas decides I don't want to get touch in. Or yes, he does actually. Steijn. Hit it! Sam Steijn! See, that's why he has so many freaking goal contributions for Twente. Joining Feyenoord, a man who is probably on the short list for many clubs. Teams like Brighton should be all over a signing like this, in my opinion. But anyways, what a goal from our number 7. He takes us up ahead. Up against Vitinha. Love that. Archie Gray over to Paixão. My top scorer. My Brazilian hero. Skill move. Goes past one. Lobs it up. Why am I lobbing it up? Why? Why, dude? You did everything right until that moment. Now, I see Gnonto in there. Bicycle kick. Why not, man? Give it a try. Oh, that was a bit harsh. 61 minutes in. Yellow card on Diomande. You know what? I'm going to use that as a sign. Joe Gomez coming on. And yes, Pirro comes into the starting 11. The man that shot Leeds up into the Premier League. I'm in trouble. Osimhen tries on his left foot with the outside of his boot. Bit unconventional, but we'll take it. Here she is through again. Osimhen. Oh, I'm all over the place. Joe Gomez, come across, please. Oh, what a terrible tackle. But what a bad shot. I can't believe he missed that. Here he goes. Cuts back out. Cuts back in. What am I doing? Honestly, I'll take it. 1-0. Blow the whistle. Give me the Champions League trophy. Give me the Ballon d'Or. Congratulations to Leeds United for those 2 big trophies. Premier League and Champions League side to side. The first ever European trophy for the club. There's only one man that deserves this trophy, and it is Igor Paixão, who has outdone our strikers in many, many seasons. Leeds United linked to him. Let's see if he does join into the Premier League. If he does, I'm going to be excited to watch him. Hopefully, he carries that same self-confidence that he has at Feyenoord, which is tough to do when you join into the Premier League. But lads, this has been a ton of fun. Leeds United, welcome back into Premier League football. I'm excited to have them back, and I can't wait for the next season already. But plenty of football and transfer rumors to talk about in the coming days and weeks, so we will have plenty of content. See you then. Take care and peace.